Hey friends, hey friends, Ash here, welcome back to Gents. Hope you're doing well. 30 bucks does not go as far as it used to. Years ago, what $20 would get you, now roughly is what $30 will get you. But just because you're not spending big bucks doesn't mean you need to smell bad. So I want to share with you guys my favorite fragrances that you can currently get for under 30 bucks in terms of how they smell. We're talking the whole gamut, fresh stuff, deep stuff, powerful stuff, power! All of it. This thing broke even more than it already was. Stuff like this fragrance right here, Theorem by Rue Barocca. This is basically the cousin of Tarothi Blue, which also is really affordable, but if you wanna go even cheaper, this right here will do the same job. It smells really similar to Bulgari Tiger, whole bunch of citrus in there, absolutely stunning for spring and summer, great daytime fragrance. And it's actually the exact same company that makes Tarothi Blue, Offnon. This is an offshoot of them. And it smells fantastic. Now, the bad news here, it used to be even cheaper, which it is still cheap. It's like $25 or so, but this used to be about 20. Still, for now, you can scoop it for under 30, and this stuff during summer, go to it every day. It smells that good. This little piece went flying. That used to be a tripod that just kind of smashed into a million pieces. Hey. Lattafa Kamra Kawa. You can still get this for under 30 bones. It smells absolutely killer. Basically takes that Kamra DNA and adds coffee. That's pretty much the entire idea behind it, but it works. So with this one, we're talking fall, winter time, more of a sweet fragrance, cozy, sexy, and that roast coffee I mentioned actually gives it a really nice boost in performance as well. So get a little more bang for your buck. Lattafa is probably the king of the affordable dupes right now. There are other massive brands, Offnon, French Avenue, Armaf, etc., but I think Lattafa probably most well known for their lower pricing, so that helps. Now the next scent I'm gonna share with you is absolutely a choice for me, okay? This is not a compliment monster. This is not a loud screaming fragrance that demands attention. It's chill. Actually, it's just a chill guy. That's what this fragrance is. It has a bamboo note. You may already know what it is. It's calming, it's relaxing, a little bit watery, slightly sweet, fresh, and like it's pretty much always been, cheap. Starwalker. It's kind of like a mix of Star Wars and Skywalker, but it has nothing to do with that film series. I absolutely love this stuff. For a really long time, this fragrance and Gucci Pour Homme 2 were like the poster child fragrances that people would mention nonstop online about scents that made them feel calm, relaxed. A lot of people swore by spraying this onto their bed sheets or even onto themselves before they went to bed. And I think it still smells absolutely fantastic during the spring. Now, it is not, as I mentioned, a compliment monster. It's kind of subtle fragrance overall, which leans into that whole relaxing atmosphere, because if it were pounding your nose into submission, probably not gonna feel too relaxed. I really dig this, but don't blind buy it expecting to be like, you know, surrounded by women just throwing their underwear at you immediately, which that doesn't happen anyway, but you know what I'm saying. Love Starwalker, great stuff. Now the next fragrance they are practically giving away. I feel like QVC or HSN, which is basically TikTok nowadays, actually. TikTok is the new HSN. They're giving this one away. These deals are insane. We need to lobotomize these deals before they lose their mind even more. Yeah, they're selling it for like $19.99. That's cheap. $19.99 nowadays, back when I started making videos, that would be like a fragrance you could pick up for $12 maybe. That's what it feels like anyway. All Neshama Caprice, Lattafa once again. Now, to be fair, the normal pricing on this is $25 to $29 or so, but JOMASHOP has it for $19.99 right now, so I'm rolling with it. Is it still that price as when you're watching this video? I don't know, hopefully. So this right here smells similar to La Nuit de l'Homme Blue Electrique, which was a fantastic release, taking La Nuit de l'Homme's date night centric, very attractive magnetic DNA, you know, cardamom forward with just the right touch of sweetness, and making it fresher, more of like a blue fragrance style of that. Unfortunately, it didn't last long. YSL killed it off with the quickness in the US anyway, so it was basically here and then gone within 3 months. Feels like. And this right here for the price point is the go-to cheap alternative to Blue Electrique. It smells great. Now everybody watching this, you need to gird your loins. Get ready. Strap up, hold on tight, because this next one you can get for about 12 bucks. There are fragrances that go up in price over time, fragrances that hit kind of a plateau and just stay there forever, and there are other ones that just try to see how low they can go. This is one of those. I'm not even messing with you. It's Drakkar Noir. How the geniuses at Guy Laroche can pack so much awesome into such a low price point befuddles the mind. Is it possibly because the packaging is dirt cheap? The plastic cap that weighs absolutely nothing, and the fact that they don't even bother with the collar around the atomizer? I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. The fact is, they're doing this out of the kindness of their own hearts. They don't even make money off these bottles that they're selling. They lose money on every single, I'm making that up. I love Drakkar Noir. I know at this point, you know, it's been out for many decades, and a lot of people are gonna say, no, it's too old school, brother. Nah, I don't wanna hear it. I don't wanna hear it. I legit love the way Drakkar Noir smells. It gives me that throwback vibe, that aromatic fougere kind of essence that most scents nowadays are completely devoid of. Does it smell more old school, more for guys middle-aged and up? Yeah, absolutely, but guess what? I was wearing this in 3rd grade. You think I'm making that up? But I'm not. This stuff has been with me forever. I'm still rolling with it. But let's get to something that more people nowadays probably gonna agree with. How about Icon Noir, Zamaya? This basically just a very affordable take on YSL Myself Eau de Parfum. One of the most popular fragrances in the world. You can wear it whenever you want. This stuff for the price point absolutely crushes, and Zamaya is Afnan. So they have multiple different brand names underneath Afnan. Afnan is typically their like more expensive stuff. This is the more affordable stuff, but it's the same people behind it. Icon Noir, absolutely amazing. Spring, summer, fall, daytime, or evening, very fresh, sweet, clean, well-balanced. Doesn't hit you with that kind of cheap alcohol smell when you first spray it on that some other dupe fragrances can. It is just an absolute steal. Bang for your buck. Smells great. Up next, a fragrance that smells suspiciously similar to a Creed fragrance, but it's not a clone, and it actually came before the Creed fragrance it smells similar to, so in actuality, Creed cloned this. Why is it like I'm doing a Jeopardy or something? XS by Paco Rabanne, back when they still had the Paco in front of the name. You can get this for sub 30 bucks. It smells similar to Himalaya by Creed. Now I'm fully aware that Himalaya is not the go-to for a whole lot of people out there when it comes to Creed. It's more of a soapy, metallic, fresh, musky scent profile, but I love this stuff. It's not overly sweet. Again, like a lot of other things out there, so it smells more unique nowadays. It's masculine, it's classy, it's fresh. It's a little bit brisk when you first spray this stuff on, and it's dirt cheap. You know, to be fair, nobody is really buying it, wearing it, but that's the positive for people in the know, because that's why it's so inexpensive. And at some of the discounters, you can still find it, at least in terms of the picture that they're showing in the original packaging. This right here is the new packaging style, so you may see it either this way or this way right here. Either way, it's still XS. Which, shame on Rabanne. Black XS, Pure XS, Pure XS Night XS. This line completely forgotten at this point, because they're bending us over and hammering us with 15 different 1 million flankers every single year, which, to be fair, a lot of them are good, but you have this still. Remember that. Talking to Rabanne there. Nobody's watching from Rabanne, but I'm pretending. The bottles are like a Zippo. That's so cool. Can it be annoying? Yes, but he's cool. So we talked about Drakkar Noir, how that price has kind of gone down. We're gonna talk about another designer up next that's done the same thing, actually went from the pinnacle of hype, talking about people driving the price up to like 3 to 4 times what you can get it for nowadays. But it's still just as good nowadays as it was then. Before that though, how about some codes? Yeah, a whole bunch of different coupon codes you can use to save money across different websites, including Fragflex, friggin' awesome store, JOMASHOP, Perfume Box, Beauty House, Gift Express, and more. They're also in the description, so you can just copy and paste those anytime you shop at those stores. Save yourself some money. The next fragrance I want to share with you, boom, Mustache Eau de Parfum. It's for manly men. That's why it's called Mustache. It'll make you grow one. You'll look like an 80s cop or potentially a 70s adult film actor. We'll go with 80s cop. So yeah, Mustache Eau de Parfum. This one right here smells similar to Tuxedo by YSL, only obviously it's way more affordable, to the tune of about 25 bucks or so nowadays. And when this really hit, it hit hard. Everybody wanted one. It was sold out everywhere, so if you wanted one, you had to pay a bunch of money. As I said, over time, that price has steadily dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped. And you can also find Mustache Eau de Toilette very affordably as well. That one is completely and totally different though. It smells more like Eau Sauvage Eau de Toilette kind of. So it's more of a throwback, classy, citrus forward type of scent profile. And when I say citrus forward, I'm talking like sharp lemon. I'm not talking about like overly sweet bergamot. So Mustache Eau de Parfum right here, this still to this day, one of the best smelling things you can get for under $30. It smells absolutely fantastic. Quality is great. Spectre Ghost up next. This one by French Avenue, which this is during like a transitional period almost where French Avenue was starting to come into its own. So it says French Avenue right here, for example, but then up top, it's got the Fragrance World logo. Kind of interesting. You got the bullet bottle and everything. It's like both tacky and kind of cool and unique and also tacky. Smells like Ani by Nishane. And this is one of the first fragrances that in a big way kind of announced, hey, Fragrance World / French Avenue is here to stay. They obviously had fragrances before this one and everything, but it's one of the first really big ones, I feel like anyway, that I kind of stood up and took notice of. If you love vanilla in your fragrances or you just want a more affordable alternative to that Nishane, this is your first and last stop. This right here is what you want. Now I want to throw it back to another hype beast cheapie, which thankfully is still affordable and still under 30 bucks. Some of the cheapies of yesteryear have risen up in price. There are some that used to be consistently about $30 or so that are now touching 50. This one you can still get sub 30. It is Legend Spirit, once again Mont Blanc. Actually, same brand, Explorer. That one nowadays about $50 for 100 ml size bottle. I think you can get a 1 ounce for under 30, but. Now Legend Spirit smells similar to Invictus Aqua, talking about the original Invictus Aqua. And you may say to yourself, well, that's fine and dandy and everything, but there's Invictus Aqua stuff everywhere nowadays. It's pretty common. All right, fair point. But when Legend Spirit right here was making its bones, there weren't that many alternatives, at least that smelled good. This one though did, and people bought it, people wore it, people loved it, and they still do. It has that bubblegum sweetness, that freshness, everything that you could want in an Invictus Aqua style scent. It's not the loudest thing ever, but for the price point, again, under 30 bucks, it smells great. Spring and summertime, you can never go wrong with that. Mango Ice, Gulf Orchid, very hyped, very affordable. Smells similar to God of Fire, only it concentrates more on that mango and trying to be very fresh, hence the name. Women love this stuff. There are a bunch of alternatives to God of Fire out there. I think if you're staying sub 30 bucks though, this is probably gonna be your best bet. Sculpture Parfum by Nikos smells similar to Lafayette Street by Bond Number 9. This is another one that is unfortunately trying to climb up as far as price point goes. It's still available, kind of tapping that $30 range. But when I bought this stuff, it was, I think I paid like 22 for it, maybe, something like that. Very, very, very cheap. Now there's also this one right here, the original Sculpture, but between the two, you want this one. The Parfum smells better, it has higher quality, better performance, the whole 9 yards, but if you want to ball on a budget, you can get this, and it does smell similar to that. The next fragrance is really an if you know scent. It's Cavalli Uomo Parfum. Now, to be fair, this feels kind of cheap. I did buy a tester, to be fair, but it comes with a cap. So if you do get a tester, it is at least capped, not capless. Feels lightweight though. It's not like a really high-end cap. The bottle, very bland, very plain looking, but the scent, it smells great. Way, way better than the price point. Very ambery scent profile, nice sweetness, smells classy though, more grown up, not like big bunch of sugar or anything like that. Warm spices in there, almost a tobacco-y scent profile to an extent as well. And this is one that just came out and basically just got absolutely no coverage whatsoever. Like nobody seemed to care about it. Popped up at discounters for $25 or something. I bought it again as a tester, so I saved all $5. But yeah, man, this stuff is just nuts for the price. That being said, it is not gonna be that type of scent profile that I think teenagers or early 20s guys are gonna gravitate towards as much. I think for them, it'd be more like this one, Legend Spirit, Icon Noir, this one, Onashama Caprice, the Camera, and then Theorem over here. That's still really, really good. Zamaya Anicus Luna. This right here smells similar to Gentleman Reserve Privé. It's one of the easiest ways to get a high-class iris fragrance into your collection for under 30 bucks. So if you've smelled things like Dior Homme Intense, or Gentleman Eau de Parfum, or Reserve Privé, Valentino Uomo Intense, not Born in Roma Intense, the original Uomo Intense, any of that stuff, if you've smelled it and you've thought this stuff smells great, but I don't want to spend that much money, get this. And the final fragrance, Varvatos Artisan Pure. This is consistently under $30. It is a citrus bomb, a ton of citrus in there, but it's not bracing. It's not aggressive the way the citrus hits. It's very smooth. Almost like Tom Ford Neroli Portofino adjacent. Doesn't smell the same as that, but like if you enjoy that scent, you should enjoy this as well. The only problem is the performance is not great, but because it's so affordable, it doesn't matter. Spray it on like a madman. Get some use out of it. Now, if you've made it this far, I wanna do a giveaway for you guys. These two bottles right here. So this is Spectre Wraith, and this is Armaf Checkmate King. Scandal Absolute, that's what this one smells similar to. And then this one smells similar to Black Phantom. Now, I don't have boxes with either one of these. That's because they were delivered a long time ago, and the boxes were wrecked in transit. I am talking annihilated. So I just helped these out of the boxes and tossed them, and I've kept them since kind of sitting on a shelf, and I don't need them, so I'm gonna give them away instead of throw them away. So if you wanna be entered in the giveaway for these right here, all you have to do is like the video, be subscribed to the channel, leave me a comment. Let me know the best smelling fragrance you've ever smelled for under 30 bucks. Pick a winner with random comment picker, post it up on the post tab of the YouTube channel. If you're the winner, hit me up, I'll ship those out to you. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there, take care of yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.